Acceptance, if you got a pencil, equals relief. Why does it equal relief? Well, I don't think people think about this a lot of times. But another way of talking about acceptance is allowing things to be just how they are. You ever thought about that? I mention a lot because before I was healthy, when anybody talked to me about acceptance, I thought, well, that means that I have to like it. It means that I have to like it and embrace it like it's something that I approve of. But there's so many things I don't approve of that I accept. That's emotional health, is accepting lots of things that you absolutely do not approve of. So acceptance isn't approving of a thing. It's not liking a thing. It's simply your ability to look at a thing and see it for what it really is, no matter how you feel about it. Now, we're not talking about things involving yourself that you have the capacity to improve and that you reasonably should improve. For example, if you're an abusive person to your family, you have moral reasons to improve those things. And you have the capacity to improve them. So you must. You must, if you're going to be content with yourself, square with God, and be able to consider yourself a good person, you must at least be doing everything you can to address and fix that issue. So we're not talking about that. I'm referring to things, events, situations that are out of your control. Let's take people, for example, their lives, their decisions, things of that nature that are absolutely none of your business and are out of your control. Do you see how when you develop acceptance and you're able to look at the situation of somebody living in a way that you personally don't approve of? Tell you what, in today's world, there's lots of people living in ways that I don't believe are morally right. But, applying the law of individual inherent rights, responsibility, and authority, I acknowledge their right to live however they want, and so I don't lose sleep over it. And I don't involve myself with it. I don't treat people any different who are living in ways that I don't think are morally right. I don't treat them any different at all, because I don't view myself as an authority over their lives. Do you see how that's a relief? A relief that I can just sit back and accept that, first of all, the person has the right to live however they want to live. Second of all, that the only person I have any authority over whatsoever is myself and my own choices and the way I choose to live. Why is this acceptance a relief? Because I'm not responsible for that stuff. I'm not responsible for your decisions, your mistakes, the things that you choose to do or you don't choose to do. Because I'm not responsible for it, and I surrender away the desire to even assume any type of responsibility over that or rights over you, because I'm willing to surrender that false illusion away, I can just sit back and go, yeah, lots of people doing things I personally don't think are good or are right, and it's not on me. It's not my weight to carry. I don't have to feel obligated to treat them any different than I treat anybody else. What a relief that is. What a relief acceptance is. Remember, acceptance can be another way of saying that you're just allowing things to be whatever they are. It's like watching a movie. Even if there are things on there on the screen that you go, I don't agree with that. You say, yeah, but it's just a story I'm just observing. I'm just an observer of this story. My observing does not condone it or support it. It's just that, real life does involve those types of things. And I'm just sitting here and not responsible for it. Wow, that's a good feeling. I don't have to try to control it. I don't have to jump up and start screaming at the screen, hey, that's not right. That's not right. You shouldn't be robbing that bank. No, Just sit back. Don't worry about it. Look, listen, they're choosing to rob the bank on the movie screen. Just sit back. We have things in place for those sorts of things, like, movie police officers and movie detectives. They'll take care of it. You just sit back. You just sit back and relax. What a relief. What a relief acceptance can be. Like that Beatles song, Let It Be. What were they talking about? They're talking about acceptance. Has that ever occurred to you that famous Beatles song, Let It Be, is a song about acceptance? It's just sitting back and saying it is what it is. And I don't have to try to control it. I'm not responsible for it. I'm just an observer. And when I observe the world, I'm sure that you're a lot like me. When I observe the world, I want to see the true nature of the world. That's why I would go to like a movie like Schindler's List. Do you think I enjoyed? I'm sure I'm not the only person who did not enjoy sitting through Schindler's List. I didn't enjoy it. I don't like those sorts of things. I don't take pleasure in them. But when I look at the world and I study history, or I look at just real conditions in the world, I want to see it for what it really is, no matter how ugly it is. That's acceptance. I want to see it for what it truly is, not some cushioned imaginary version of the real world.